lights aglow. RRF1, let's put on a show. RRF1.
Track. There ain't no looking back. Commitment at the fore and epic racing galore. From the front to the rear, grand battle so sincere. Get ready, get ready. Wednesday division, watch us slide in wet conditions or even dry. Foot to the floor, hear that engine roar. Wednesday, go. Strategy, it is make or break. DRS games, there's a lot to take. DRS battles wheel to wheel. Late in the corner, hear the tires squeal. Attendance amazing, a full grid race. No pen bonus and a rapid fast pace. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Wednesday division, watch us fly in wet conditions or even dry. Foot to the floor, hear that engine roar. Wednesday, go, go. Tire strategy, it is make or break. RRF games, there's a lot to take. DRS battles, wheel to wheel. Late in the corner, hear the tires squeal. Attendance amazing, a full grid race. No pen bonus and a rapid fast pace. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Wednesday division, watch us fly in wet conditions or even dry. Foot to the floor, hear that engine roar. Wednesday, go, 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 go. Wednesday, yeah.
Good evening and welcome to the RF1 Wednesday division. This is Monday then. It is round 17 with Spanish Grand Prix, the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. As I'm filling in for Mr. Gareth Minimad tonight, is watching the Wrexham game. I think they're away. They're at home to Oxford. So that's why you got me tonight. So I think we're just waiting for The timer's going down now, and they'll be starting off with the full quali, so we're going into Q1. So hopefully everyone's got the messages that we are on this channel this evening. I can see a few of you are in already. I see Mr. Whitey, Mr. Goomba, you're already tuned in. I'm guessing some people might be like not in the kitchen. I'm not sure if she's got the Wednesday roll. I'm not sure she would have seen it, but hopefully Towley's seen it. I've put together a really quick edit for the break this evening as well. Because unfortunately it's not an AI song for anyone. I didn't have enough time for that. I think we've got 17 drivers in tonight. That's obviously myself having to pull out. There was someone else about to pull out fairly late, I think. I'll have to have a look. I don't know if Tom's power got back on. I'll have a look at the names shortly. If it gives me the names. So there we go, I'll run through them now. So we've got TSD Apex, Wise Dog, LJ Peter, who's reserving in my car this evening, IT, Dark Mark, his teammate and cousin Betches, Tom Stroudy, so he did get his power back on, Gaming Minion, Miguel's, Dumar, Towley, Game in the Bug, Toto Wolf, Codzilla, Brewdog, Linsky, my new teammate, and TSD Goomba. If anyone hadn't seen, Linsky joined full time after last week's race, so he'll be in the Haas until the end of the season. See if he can get some decent points for Haas since Hayden's wheel decided to explode on him earlier in the season. There we go, we get Betches as we normally see first out on track. Because everyone on the softs as it's shown at the minute apart from Wise Dog. We'll have to see if that changes. So hopefully the sound's alright for you guys. I think it's the way this headset connects. Every now and again it gives me like a little like a buffering sound. But when you watch it back on stream it's normally alright, so hopefully it's alright your end. It's either that or I'll blame EA. It's probably the way they're sending it through, or some Codemasters. Yeah, looks like it's only Betches out currently. You just see Wise Dog, he's just starting his lap as well. So we'll keep on this Aston Martin for this lap. So Betches did have some really quick laps last week around Bahrain, so it'd be interesting to see if he can do the same around Spain. That's how I'm trying to remember how he did on Monday, but was he middle to the back? I think. I should really note it down. Because the ones I did note down from Monday was obviously the new RRF1. Misfits had a really good race, and Apex was racing tonight. He comes 7th. So it'll be interesting to see if he can do better than 7th on the Wednesday. I have to sort this headset, it's really loud. Around this flying right hand corner now for Betches. That's what you can put on the board for everyone to beat. It's 1:14.3. There's still only a couple out on track. The Haas is that would be Linsky. So we'll go down to him shortly. His first lap as a full-time driver. The Merc of Whitey also out. Let's see what Wise Dog can do. Is it, as I mentioned, he's on them different tyres, on the yellow stripe tyre, the mediums. Let's see where he can put it. He goes up there, sticks the DRS on. 1:15.0, so a little bit slower than Betcher's, but he did try the different tyre. Yeah, Mr. Linsky now, just starting his lap. We'll go on board with him for his first lap as a full-time driver in the house. I think has annoyed me. Nightbot still seems to be broken. Just going to try command. If it doesn't work, it's just going to be random. Oh, Nightbot is working. I've fixed it, so no one's got a time penalty. I was just testing it. 'Cause that's one of the commands I could remember. Oh, it does sound like the children are in trouble, if you can hear that in the background. It's now coming round. It's not got much battery left, 5%. 6 of DRS on at 1:13.6. Let's put some top at the minute. Try and get onto this McLaren. I was just starting that game in Minion. A quick look at, I think it was Whitey was the next to put a lap in. Let's see what White can do here. Just ahead of his brother there by just over a tenth. 1:14.2 there for Whitey. Mr. Apex is just starting his lap. Same with Brewdog. Oh, that was just the Red Bull of Wise Dog. I imagine it'll be on his in lap. I mean, you can do a 1:13.4 there. That's pretty much the top of the pile. Is ahead of Linsky by about nearly 3 tenths. Obviously, absolutely missed that turn one there, Minion, and found a different way to take it. Dumar Dimar, his fellow Dutch teammate. And he said, if you're going to do that, I'm going to go even quicker, 1:13.0. Not Nicky, did they ban you from driving tonight, Woodsy? How very well dare they? I know, I said, because we'd have put some feelers out for like Diesel. I don't know if you've seen Diesel before, he's the Canadian commentator. He's unable to do it. I'll put some feelers out in, there's like an admin hub, so loads of admins and commentators from different leagues are all in there. And nobody was free, so I said I would cover it this evening. You have to blame Gareth, he's living it up on the beers in Wrexham. He's gone to watch Ryan Reynolds' team tonight. I think with my point situation there, unless I was to get a like crazy result, it wouldn't change where I am. Gaming Minion has retired. I'm guessing he's happy with his time there. So I don't think he crashed in the pits. If he's listening, he can confirm that. I'm pretty sure he's just happy with his time. Oh, Nightbot, stop interrupting people on the chat. Yeah, Nightbot is fixed. Not in the kitchen, but kidding. How dare he have a personal life? He said on Monday, so I'll let you know later on tonight or first thing tomorrow. He tells us this morning rather than yesterday. That's why I've got to find someone quickly. next car's actually on a lap. Game on the bug is on his out lap. It looks like it'll be Mr. TSD Goomba. He's a young lad, they don't understand letting people know in advance. See what Goomba can do here. It's 1:15, 1:00 for Goomba there. So it's an all family affair at the minute. You've got YTA with Pictures 9th and Goomba in 10th. So I missed Toto's time, but he's on a 1:16.6 at the moment. I've had some really good battles with Toto this season. Some tracks is miles ahead of me, and then other tracks me and him can have some good battles on. I would have done, that would have been interesting. Just welcome to give it a go one day. Or if you fancy jumping in on co-commentary or anything like that, you're more than welcome to. The funniest ever one was, I don't know if you've heard about this, when I was co-commentating at Portugal with one of our old commentators, Gunners. He actually, he fell asleep. I don't know if the race was that bad or not, but you could just hear this like snoring. I was like, Gunners, you wake. Oh, you could tell he'd actually dropped off. That's, as long as you don't do that, yeah, you're already doing better than other commentators. Godzilla there, just got it just in time at 1:14.8 by Godzilla. Just on his outlap. I believe it might be the Haas next. Oh no! Ooh, Jesus Christ! AJ nearly ploughed my car into a wall. I said keep it warm, not keep it broken. I think Tamas did do that on Monday. During the race he went to pit and he overcooked it completely. He actually did take his wheel off there. Especially that in the background, that's my daughter being a bit of a terror. She's supposed to be in bed, but I think she's singing High School Musical. If you hear the high pitch singing, that's definitely not me. Godzilla, he went round again, almost a second quicker that time. Put him up to P6. It says, give me yellow flags. I can't see how much time's left. But I imagine, obviously not in the kitchen if he's still there. Is Towledge doing the one run in Q1? I'm Stroudy then, a 1:12.8. 2/10 quicker than Dumar. If anyone did hear that song, the Dumar song being sung, that was only my daughter. The kids are watching the songs and the videos before I actually put them live on that day. They're like the what's the word? The panel that watches it beforehand, tell them if it gets approved. It's a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old and a 12-year-old. I just want to hear her murder the Dutch part of the song, because not even I know how to sing that bit. I missed Towley's time there, 1:12.8, so he's done pretty much the same time as Stroudy. I'll stick on with Game in the Bug, because he hasn't got a time on yet. At the minute we will lose 2 drivers from the Q1. So those without a time at the minute, Dartmouth and Game in the Bug in that zone. So you just hear a lot of rattling. I'm trying to make my connection to his headset a little bit better. I think the sound does come alright through the stream, it's just in my ear I get. It's like a flickering of the sound. It's really annoying. But Game in the Bug's 14th, so the minute he's put Goomba into the drop zone, we'll go down to watch Darkmar now, see what he can do. Flicks that DRS on. P4 at the minute for Darkmark. He's 600s ahead of Miguel in P5 there. Towley feels he's happy with that time. Whitey, he's coming round. Not in the kitchen, but I thought Strowdy was never racing again. The big smelly pansy. If you see this, it's all love. P.S. You're still about. I've seen Linsky in the Wednesday chat was a racing. I normally would have been, but if you are listening, I've covered the commentary for this evening. But most drivers can tell you I'm not the biggest of scorers. Pick up the what was the most I picked up in one race this season? About 4, was it? 4 or 5? Most of them picking up 1s and 2s and fairly towards the bottom at the minute. Not in the kitchen. I think we need to make a list how many people threaten to leave and come back following a week. It's annoying me. It's not showing me how long we've actually got left at the top. I guess we've not got very long, because quite a lot of these cars are now retiring from the session. So at the minute, Toto and Goomba are going out. Oh, there we go. We've got the time back now. 1 minute 40 left. So Goomba is on his out lap. Toto is on a lap. I'll stick with Toto. I think is one of the most important ones to keep an eye on at the minute, with him being in that drop zone. We're at the final corner now using ERS. Actually, I think what he's actually doing here is not actually on a time lap. He's used that as a warm-up lap, and he's actually going to go on this lap because he wasn't using his battery. Just noticed that just as he come onto the pit straight. So this will be his lap now. I'll flick down to the next. Oh, that is Goomba. Brewdog, I think he's happy he's through. The Mercedes playing the team game there, so Miguel's is giving the toe to Whitey. He's going to try and move him away from that danger zone. How was he first in Q1-2? Clearly using cheats. Has got the old grip packs on, is he? I think we might have mentioned this in a stream before. I do remember one was I think Strowdy actually remember the name. Was it? I think it was called Brittany. But it was clearly a scam. Because in the wet, even like the quickest driver, say like Master Spread Towley, this car was gapping them for like 7 seconds a lap. It was stupid. Yeah, so night for night, but you can ignore the Wednesday one for tonight. So at the minute, Strowdy, looks like he is going through Q1 as the quickest. Goomba and Toto are out. So it's just what the Mercedes can do now. And Whitey did improve with that toe up to P10. So Game in the Bug was very lucky. He's only got through by less than a tenth. So with him doing a 113.9, Goomba doing that 114.0. I know I was normally in party with Goomba on Wednesday, will be probably gutted with that, especially with it being such a minimal margin. There's another one there pretty close as well, Godzilla Betches. They've only got through just as well. It's really close to that bottom end. I think we're pretty much done now for Q1. They were just waiting on Mr. Apex. He's just showing his car as a. I think he just needs to retire from the session, and then we'll go on to Q2. Towley told Australia what he said. Apparently, he had only come back as Towley sent him nudes. Ah, okay. There we go. Confirmation of Stroud being the quickest in Q1. A tenth and a half quicker than Towley in the Alpine. And then confirmation there. Goomba and Toto Wolff will have to put the feet up and grab a drink of sorts. Don't know if they condone drink driving. I don't know. Goomba might have a Monster. I know he likes his energy drinks. I know the other week, it might have been, I can't remember if it was TSD or Wednesday, we were talking about the favourite energy drinks. It was a good like 10-minute chat on that. Towley in the chat, you sound jealous. I think I'm going to start calling him Jeffrey. I reckon he wants to eat Towley. Oh, as long as he's not that thing on Netflix, I've been watching the trailer for with Chloe. Is it Ed Gaines? Because he looks even creepier than Jeffrey Dahmer, and he was bad. Don't know what's worse, eating them or making them into a handbag. Quite a lot have gone out early in Q2. Goomba in the chat, this would be completely different if it was raining. Yeah, I did mention on Monday, because it was a wet race on Monday. I'm mentioning that you'd love them conditions. Because I'm guessing, is there no rain at all this evening? Because I probably have had the weather update from Whitey. I've not checked. He normally pops it on the Discord for me. I find the past probably most definitely eating them. I don't know if both of them are just as bad. I think they're dead either way, aren't they? The first one out was Mr. Towley. I was debating whether I'm well enough to join and start at the back, can retire if not well. And Goomba, bone dry or race? Ah. I say definitely welcome to join in, Pass. The only thing we don't want is I know Mr. Dragoon on Saturday, he wasn't feeling very well. I believe he passed out and fell out of his rig on Saturday. That's why his car just went off track and ploughed into the wall at about 180 miles an hour. So as long as you're not feeling that bad, and you're more likely to give it a go. And if you're not feeling great still, you can retire in the pits. Because as long as you just pop a ticket and say, I retired because not very well, blah blah, you wouldn't get any penalty points for it. Find the pass. If you do take Strowdy off the track, you just give me pure lip and said you're shit at the game. He didn't say that, but maybe he thought it. And Goomba says, expect me to be at the back of the grid during the race. I've noticed that this year's game though, like was it Monza we had a couple of weeks ago, and I was alright in the way, keeping up pace with all you guys, and as soon as it went dry, it dropped off massively. So Towley is leading the way in Q2 at the minute. Trying to find who the next one is on a lap. Game of the Bug just started one. So a fair few of them are, but I think most of them will be on their in laps. So keep an eye on Linsky. Cheering on the Hassa quietly tonight. I've noticed we've been free falling in the constructors. I think about 4 races in, we're about 3rd or 4th because Hayden was going really well. And then obviously his wheel exploded. He's not been able to repair it or get a replacement. And obviously been busy with work. So with me just scoring, we've been in free fall. Hopefully Linsky can put some decent points on the board tonight. So if you hear some whispering in the background, it's not a ghost, it's my daughter. Can I join? Can I speak? Don't eat a pen. I can see find the passer joined. Linsky, a really good time there, 1:13.2 for Linsky. On board of this next car, the Ferrari was on an outlap. That's Mr. Strowdy. So it'll be. Is that Betchers? I bet it would have been Betchers, but he's invalidated. I realise I need to get the bits and bobs up as well. Towley has retired. Is he happy with that? 1:12.5. Let the girl speak and eat pens. And no mind, like she'll end up like chewing on the pen that she'll get ink all over her face. So I'll have to go really silent. She's singing again if you can hear her. Don't know what she's been on the sugar tonight or something. Game in the Bug looks on is like a really quick lap this time. After his second sector, he was 2.5 up. Hitting that DRS. Up to 7th. Just cheering Game in the Bug then if you heard it. I did hear a few weeks ago we did have 2 of the drivers have a bit of a meet up in the Netherlands. That was Game in the Bug and Duma Dima. We're not singing the Duma Dima song. if you hear that echo, that's her. She's sitting on the sofa next to me.
Not a sofa.
Well, you've slid off the sofa onto the floor now. See what LJ Peter can do in my car. Oh, I can't make it though, guy. Quick, done something to it. 1:13.1 for LJ Peter there. So Hassa in 3rd and 4th in Q2 currently. He's running NOS or something, I'm sure. I think Linsky will be on a warm-up lap looking at that second sector time. Yeah, he's now using batteries. This will be his fast lap. Flick down to Brewdog. He's the next across the line. He's down after the second sector. So I wonder if he'll abandon this lap. Either that or he's going to have a mega Sector 3. I think Nightbot's been on the sugar as well as my daughter, because the things that are supposed to be timed are supposed to be at different times. He's just chucked them all three on at the same time. So I'm definitely have to fix that next time. Keep an eye here on Whitey. So he will lose 5 drivers from Q2. They've got 6 minutes to push themselves into that top 10. Stop doing 6-7.
You do it.
If any of you have kids in the chat, explain to me what that 6-7 thing is, because it's all the kids are doing it nowadays.
I don't know what it means. It's from a strong and a basketball player.
Basketball player.
Yeah, because it's high school.
So Whitey still not quite safe. 113.4 for Whitey there. Tempted to give her the headset for one lap to just for a laugh in a minute. If enough of you want it, I'll let her have the headset. As I can see 12 watching at the minute, so a big thank you to everyone that is tuning in and watching. I know some of you do listen along for get a bit of help through the race, or not help, but you get a bit of like tyre information, battery information, things like that. I know Nightbot just mentioned most people do listen to Mad Mark on a Saturday for that, the red wine sipping legend as it calls him. No one's commented. I don't think they want you to commentate on me.
I'm still signing up.
Linsky into the box there. Apex is just about to start a lap. I think it'll be the same game with the buggies on an out lap. And Dumar is the next one that will be on a lap then, looking at this. Because it looks like he should be safely through, but looking at these, if a couple of them below can just get, so like 4 tenths, 3 tenths improvement, it could put some of these in that middle, 7th, 8th, 9th, in a bit of trouble. So Dumar, it's showing a purple middle sector, but I do know Cody will chuck that up sometimes when he hasn't. But we'll see after he comes around these last couple of corners. Definitely an improvement there. 112.9 by Dumar. That's not me humming, by the way. She's got the Dumar Demar song stuck in her head. Apex now coming around the final couple of corners. As Dragoon would say, he's got his pedal to the metal. 113.3, so he's actually down by 3 tenths. No improvement there for Apex. Now to Bjorn, game in the bug. He was down as well by 400ths. LJ Peter, is it okay to pee in your seat, Woodsy? As long as you clean up afterwards. You nearly put my seat into the wall. I did notice that in Q1. When I flicked down to you in Q1, it was just as you're coming around to the pits. I've noticed game in the bug, he's gone for that the fun number on his car, 69. If you can hear that, my daughter suggested she's got some of her friends that are RRF1 fans at 10. She's telling them to follow us on Yeah, the language we sometimes use, especially if Dragoon's on, are probably not suitable for a 10-year-old.
I'm 11.
Or 11. Well, you're 11. Most of your friends are 10. If anyone's guessed, it is the school half term for her, so she's refusing to go to bed. Promoting the stream, we need to make some business cards. But I do Dark Marker. Was he on track at the minute? Yeah, well, he's not on track, but he's here. I made him some business cards for his decorating company. It's going back a couple of years. So I do graphic design, video design, audio design, everything like that. I did it at uni, just never got a job in it, and obviously with everything that happened with my wife. And if some of you aren't aware, Chloe's an amputee. Thumbs up. Look down at me, she's giving me a thumbs up. She's like, make the stream happier, not sad. I'm going down to the right car now. Still getting distracted by you, Emmy. Wise dog, he's happy with his time, he thinks he's through. Whitey's just about to start his lap, he's going to get that toe down the pit straight. Then Miguel's might be on a lap as well. The only thing that can happen if Miguel's has a wobble and you start behind to get that, obviously the toe, you can sometimes distract you. But as long as Miguel's has a decent run, it should help Whitey. I think the Astons are playing the same game as well. We've got Betcher's giving a toe to Darkmark. I thought it was the other way around. Betcher's coming round now. He's going to need an improvement to get through. He hasn't. He has improved by 4/10, but not quite enough. 1:13.4. Darkmark going through in 5th. Gaming Minion, he will need improvement. He was only 300ths off after the second sector. But he improved nearly 3/10 in total. So he got himself up to 8th. He's pushed Apex out. See what Whitey can do. Can he get through? Not quite. 1:13.3 was a 10th away. I think Game in the Bug, he's boxed it. He doesn't think it was improving. And Linsky, he's in lap. His fuel light's flashing, but he's safely through. So I just think we're waiting for Linsky and Bjorn to finish park up in the pits, and then we'll be going through to Q3 for the shootout for pole position. Because looking at these times, it does look like it's going to be between Towley and Tom. I guess the outlier there, Miggles, Linsky, if they can have a mega lap, they might be able to pull something off.
So we have to RRF1 is the best.
Emmy's trying to get some crowd interaction. If you heard her, she said, clap your hand if RF1 is the best. The only issue is, if some of you are driving, then you don't want to be clapping because you're going to end up crashing.
Yeah, drive first.
There you go, confirmation. We've lost from Q2. YT, TSD Apex, Betchers, Game in the Bug, and Codzilla.
Oh, well done.
Part fish, part dinosaur. They're in 15th. Oh, there you go, man. Not in the kitchen, in the chat's clapping.
Thank you.
If you heard it.
I need to join us, bro. I need to join us.
There we go, we're just waiting for names to pop up for Q3. It's got a lot more overcast. I know they're saying it's bone dry, it's Not looking very sunny though.
Bit freezing.
On the kitchen says you're most welcome.
Thank you.
So who's going to be the first to blink and go out?
We got him.
It looks like it might be Towley. And if our Dutch driver's listening, my daughter's not wearing clogs, or it sounds like she is, the way she just come stomping into the living room there. Got the new slippers. Get all the bits and bobs back up. I always do notice, watching along with Towley, how he always seems to get on the battery when it's on his lap. He uses it, seems to use it like perfectly. He'll get down to the 1% just as it's crossing the line. We can watch that on his first lap now. So for the break today, I have rushed together a piece. Like I mentioned earlier, no AI songs, but it's basically things we don't want to see tonight. Is what we're going to be seeing in the break. But it'd be Emmy did watch it and approve it earlier. So after, we'll see what you think of that. We've got 10 minutes or so until that'll be on for you. In the meanwhile, we can watch a whole lap on board with Mr. Towley, his pink and blue machine. Hear that tyre screeching around that corner there. He just flicks it down to third gear there. Puts a bit of the overtake on. Comes up to what I think this is what Mark calls the bum hold. I don't know why. Flicks onto the DRS straight. There you watch that speed. He's getting upwards, almost to nearly 200 miles an hour there. Comes through now in the third sector. Past that curb that used to yeet everyone in last year's game. Touches that curb nicely. Touches the apex. Back out wide. Touches the battery. Oh, look, just across the line down to 0. 112.1. That's how I meant it. You use that ERS spot on there on that lap. So I missed Dartmouth fly past him then at 112.8. Linsky to 113.0. The Ferrari that'll be of... Oh, it was actually of Tom starting his lap, but we're going to Brewdog. Brewdog did in 113.0. The next two, it's the two papaya cars right behind each other. I think these two love each other a lot more than Lando and Oscar do in real F1 at the minute. Mr. Minion and Dumar. The Dumar the 112.9, Minion with the 113.3. Niggles there, 112.7. He's put himself ahead of the dark mark. That is Tom Stroudy now. What time is he going to put on? 112.5. So just behind Towley at the minute, for about 4 tenths. Brewdog's coming into the box. Wise Dog is our next one. So I wonder if he's done a double warm-up though. He's on a 114.2, but he wasn't using any battery. I think some drivers do like to do an extra lap first, sort of get him in warmed up, and then they'll go for the run. And sometimes it works for him. I think it just depends on the track. Some tracks you do that, and your tyres just are screaming. Come on, Haas, says the real Linsky 88. That's what I was saying. I'm quietly cheering you on tonight as my teammate. I say Haas definitely needs some points, gets back up the table. As I did mention, the old teammate, I think his race, it's about race 5 or 6 after his wheel exploded on him. Amy just gave me a really weird face. I don't mean it literally exploded. It wasn't like a bomb, but I think the spring and everything went in it, and he hasn't been able to repair it or replace it. See what LJ Peter can do now. 2 Hasses in Q3. And 6th at the minute, 113.037. So literally only 300s ahead of Brewdog. I say the only shame is LJP2 will be scoring for reserve racing, because they have their own constructor, so the points won't go to myself. Because I can't really do a Christian Horner and go and do some like dodgy dealings for reserve racing. I'll give you some money if you give me your points. Trying to see who's actually on a lap. Probably Mr. Stroud. Oh no, Stroud is out of fuel. That's why it's causing the yellow flags. There's the Red Bull of Whitehall who's also coming into the pits. Same with LJ. I think most will be coming in now for their last run. I think Dumas on the track. Yeah, that camera's scary. It says a human body detected. Just means someone's near our front door. So we'll have a look on board with Duma. He's the first to do probably his last run now. I've just had a message from White. He mentioned he forgot the weather because he doesn't really do it on a Wednesday. There's no worries. I think Goomba did put his bone dry, but no, in this game he'll say that, and we'll get into the race. It'll be like 10 minutes till rain. He'll be like 8. Can't remember what race we had that in TSD. That must be about 4 weeks ago now. They were saying dry, and it was like there's rain till 15 to 20 minutes. White. It's better bloody not rain, otherwise he's going to come for me. Dumar then, he has improved by almost 2/10. I see in provisional P4 at the minute. Yeah, Goomba, weather is sun for every session. Oh, so it's not even one of those cloudy ones where it can chuck it up. I do remember rain round here has caused some crazy collisions in the past. I'm not sure if any of them are in the break or not. I know there was quite a few I've put in, you'll see when we get to the 5-minute break. This is a race where you can have a lot of mess. Towley thinks he's happy with that. 4/10 ahead of everyone at the minute. White's made a point as well. 2 weeks ago it said in every session it was sunny, and quali it started raining. I don't know where Brewdog went there. Imagine he'll be boxing. I'm not sure if he's still getting grips of that wheel. But at the minute he's sitting at P7 currently. Tom Stroud is on an out lap, so he's going to need a mega lap here. I think it's just under 4/10 of an improvement he'll need if he wants to get pole position, because otherwise he'll be looking at the first row but next to him at worst case, or a best case if not, because at worst case he could be overtaken still. I think that was LG. Peter went through with, might have just started the lap. Linsky at 1:12.8, he's put himself P4. He's knocked Dumar down to a 5th at the minute. So Dumar won't be improving. He's in the pits because he did go out first for that run. He wanted that clear track. See what Stroud he can do now. Around that final corner, keeps it within the lines, switches DRS on. Oh, knock! That was close. 3/10 improvement. It's put him 500ths behind Howley. A 0.5 behind us. That's how close that was in the end, though. What can Miguel do? I think he's actually down on his time. Yeah, he's coming into the box. Oh, there's a wall there. Jesus Christ. And he took his wheel off. See what LJ can do. He was 900ths down in soft sector 2. Yeah, he was 2/10 down in the end there. So if he was starting P8, it looks like, unless Minion can improve on his time. And Minion does improve, P6, so he's on the same row as his teammate, I think. I should tell a lie, he'd be just ahead of his teammate, the row ahead of him. So a good showing there by the McLarens. So I'll just go through our classification of qualifying, and then we shall go to the once we get onto the grid, we'll have 5 minutes. I think the video I've got is probably about 4.5 minutes, so it should work just in time. So there, confirmation Towley the quickest lap on 1:12.1. We've got Stroudy, Dark Mark and Miguel's on row 2, Linsky and Gary Minion row 3, Dumar and Wisedog on the 4th row, and then Peter and Brewdog on the 5th row. I forgot to mention it, the fastest quality time ever here in real F1 is a 1:11.546. So none of them have managed to beat Oscar Did I say Pistry? It's supposed to be Piastri. Not asking Dylan to write things. That definitely says Pistry. That's a new one. So yeah, I'm just going to grab a nice cold beer in the fridge. So I'll put on the break of things we hopefully don't want to see tonight. And then, yeah, so we'll put that on for you, and hopefully you enjoy that for the next couple of minutes. I'll be back with you shortly.
Oh no! Switch stick torpedo on the track!
to be safe, and we're all gonna have a great time. What the Jesus Christ was that? We're all gonna be safe.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but ain't he leading the... Take what, remember? Oh, is that a car gone miles wide? I think that's Jock or Scott. Oh, there's a Williams.
Oh no!
Oh my days! What the fuck?
Just came back on the circuit like an idiot.
All in all, you're just
Oh, Atkins has missed the piss.
But yeah,
Here's the most foolish moment in racing history. Every driver in racing makes some mistakes. Even legends once in a while make an error as well. But out of those, there was one mistake which was so stupid, it almost even ended his career.
But I had no need to fear, did I? Because suddenly a vision appeared from beyond the silhouette of the gasworks. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's the
Oh my God! Ronaldo, instead of he hits!
there you go.
Already going to be on the attack.
Oh crap!
Ali. Oh, big crash! Big crash on the restart! Huge crash! Out of my skin! And oh! And then Alfa Romeo's been absolutely cancelled. That is jarming. There is chaos and garnish everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Something.
So after last week, Towley took his lead to a staggering 209 points ahead of Tom Strouder, who's in second place in the standings. For the rest of the league, it's pretty much all to play for, with a lot being fairly close in gap. If you take a look at people like Gaming Minya, only 12 points behind Miggles. Apex and Goomba also with a really small gap. And you look further down, Betcher's Toto, so there's still lots of points to play for and lots of positions that can change between now and the end of the season. If we take a look at the constructors, it looks like Alpine are in a very promising position there, 126 points ahead of their closest rivals, which is Ferrari. So you go, Towley doing some breakdancing last week after he took yet another win. Game in the Bug picked up an amazing second place last week, and although Rusted took third place, he was removed because he was a non-scoring reserve and found the pass promoted into P3 last week. So here they pair with the classifications from last week. Betcher's got the fastest lap on both Monday and Wednesday division. It's a very good week for Betcher's there. So back live now, not long to go. I've just seen that in the kitchen, Towley rivals tears. I didn't see that part last time. That wasn't on there last time. The last two I added on for today's one to bulk the time out a little bit. I thought with him being 206 points, or was it 209 points, whatever it was ahead. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be catched. Or going to be catched, going to be caught. He's pretty far ahead at the minute. He'd take an absolute implosion.
Oh, see how many people are watching it?
There we are on the formation lap now.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Rico. Oh, I'm going watching it too much.
I think Emmy wants to do the lights out.
So,
Not yet. It's a formation lap. She's too eager, she is. Sure, she's been injecting Red Bull or something today. She's on one. What drink did you get me out of the fridge? And oh, she brought me an ale. So we are up to 18 drivers now. I didn't notice this. It is giving to everyone different strategies, probably based on what tyres. But I think quite a lot of them were saying 2-stop. I think it might be doable as a 1-stop. I'm trying to think back to TSD, but I think you just got to be really kind to your tyres. Emery's just noticed at the bottom another driver. Yeah, found the pass joined late. So we're up to 18 drives for tonight. In the so. I think that's put him in. Is that his normal car? It's terrible. I should actually know what car he's in, but. But regardless, even if it's not the right one, the table puts you in the right one anyway. Miguel's didn't make his pit box. I think he's the only one. So there we go. We got 5 lights, 3 lights, 2 lights, 1 light.
Where we go? I know where we go.
She went too early. We're off. So Dark Mars looks like he's already going to try and attempt to move on Tom. Well, actually, Tom's gone for a move on Towley there. Let's see if everyone can get through. And on Monday there was a bit of a ding-dong. Everyone's got through on Wednesday though. Apex just got past Gabe in the bug. At the front, Linsky in the Haas, he's got past. I'll say he's got past. He's side by side with Miguel's. Miguel's going for him. Oh no, Linsky's going for a move up the inside, I think. He thought better of it. I'm keeping it really close in the minute. Have a look at the tyres as well. Get them up. Brewdog just getting past Wise Dog there. The 2 dogs on the track, but the Brewdog's a bit more eager than the Wise Dog at the minute. It's a dog race, dog world out here. I know what Dragoon would make me put on this stream if I said that. This one. There you go, the old tumbleweed. Everyone really close to them. I don't know which ones to watch. Bet you was a 10th behind Toto for a second there. At the bag, giving some Apex and Game in the bag though. So I was like, oh, Apex has gone sideways. So just imagine the words Apex might be used in party with Towley and the guys at the minute. So not in the kitchen, you might be able to fill me in what Apex is saying if Towley relays it. I don't know if it's child friendly for them. You hear them. I say Towley's not managed to get Tom out of his DRS. He doesn't have DRS on this pit straight, so I'll have a little flick down to this. So he's got a bit more battery as well. Is he going to... Oh, he's probably a bit too far back this lap. I've heard no exchanges of words as yet. So I'm guessing Apex wasn't happy with... I think it was Game in the Bug might have had a bit of contact on another car behind. I think he might be going a little bit longer than some of these other drivers, with some of them being on the soft tyres. A quick flick through. Put my teeth back in. A quick flick through. On the pass, he's a pretty mega start. He did start last, but he's up to 13th. So he's just managed to avoid everything at the minute. Yeah, we've had nothing on the level of anything we saw in that break video yet. Our Betch is going for a move up the inside. That was a nice move there on Godzilla. Up to P17. You saw that cheeky gap and he went for it. Apex there, he's got past Toto. That's a bit of an unconventional place to overtake, but he's done it. Toto's going to try and come back. Was there a bit of carbon fibre in front there? I don't know if there was some touching. Go to LJ. I've just noticed he was a 10th behind. Yeah, I think he's just dropped back a little bit now. Quick look at the position changes so far. Yeah, Brewdog Goomba behind the pass. They've all had a pretty good start up by 4, 4 and 5 places respectively. If LJP to come off the worst, he's down 5. We just see this at the front. A little bit of a DRS change for the front 3 at the minute. Dartmark's staying with Tom, and Tom's sticking with Towley. Again, I don't think he's quite close enough. He's going to have to try and do something where he can get a bit more speed coming out of the... or get a lot closer to that final corner, I think. Doom on the back of Whitey, his Monday teammate. It's a really good teammate on a Monday, but not so much on a Wednesday. You want to get past him as soon as you can. As they both in the both running a Mercedes engine, one in the works Mercedes. Shouldn't really be pinching Martin Brundle's lines there. One of the big famous ones he says was a day late and $1 short. We've not seen any sends like that though. Tom was a little bit closer that time, but still, I wonder if Towley is running slightly higher wings than Tom, maybe. It's either that or he's just managing his ERS or different. Godzilla, he's just got past Toto Wolff there. So Toto down to 17th now. Everyone tonight is scoring as well, so the 2 reserves are scoring for reserves. As it's the top 15 that score if you are new to the league and watching along. So at the minute, Card, Toto and Betches they're outside the points as it stands, but still a long way to go. Just want to have a look at the times. Apologies, going quite. Seems was the closest. A lot of fairly similar. 3/10, 4/10. Tom Stroudy 3 seconds. He would not be wanting that. He'd done that on the exit of the last corner. He's dropped a little bit back from Towdy as well, so maybe he had a little bit of a wobble. Something happened with Whitey. No, this Whitey is the... I'm not sure what happened there. But Whitey ended up the wrong way round for a bit there. I think he managed to come back safe enough. I noticed Godzilla managed to get past. I think Toto might have a look up the... I think he was tempted to have a look up the inside. The thing is Whitey's tyres, are they red hot at the minute? I know sometimes you can have a spin, they can be a nightmare for half a lap or so. It'll be interesting to see if he lost that on his own on a curb or if something happened there. I'll have to flick to this top out for a little bit. Still within of each other. Tom's probably not close enough still though. Although he has got a load of battery. Towley he's using, he's got a little bit left, but pretty much identical. Dartmark is having to use a little bit more to keep him in the window of these two guys. They've made a bit of a breakaway from the rest. They're Linsky in 4th. But if he can keep there all race, that would be a mega result for our team. Hashtag Team Linsky tonight. If you can hear that imbecile next to me, yeah. He's my teammate. Yeah, I'm having to fill her in because she's not up to date with everything RRF1 yet. When I'm mentioning about how the scoring works and everything, she's probably learning the exact same time. We'll go to these teammates here. Dumar, is he going to go for the attack on Minion, or is Minion going to play the team game and let him pass? We'll look at the tyre situation. Yeah, they're not quite in the same race with each other. Dumar's on the hard tyre. Minion is on the faster. Betcher's 3 seconds for you. So if they're all legit, that would be the bonus going. Lost the headset disconnected for a second then. Hopefully you can all hear. I'm just going to double check it. Yeah, it looks like it's registering now. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know if somebody's too far nearby and it's interrupted with the Xbox or something. That was weird. But hopefully you can all hear me clearly. You have to let me know if it's all coming through okay. Whitey and Betcher's the sibling rivalry going on for 17th here. The best thing, the McLaren would probably be doing in the gaming, you'd probably drag Dumar along, keep him in his DRS and help him, although he is actually boxing there. Yeah, a fair few are, so the 10 laps on the medium, that looks how far they're going roughly. Some of them taking the soft about the same distance. But if I remember correctly, is it about 14 or 15 on the mediums you can do it at most if you're absolutely pushing them, or is it 13? I'm trying to remember we did this in the Sunday drive. If I remember, I'm sure that was a half and half race. It was half wet, half dry. I remember, I'm sure I was keeping with the guys, and then And as soon as it was, yeah, that was it for my race. It should have stayed wet. Some drivers just like it a lot more wetter than others. Linsky's opting to pit now, so he's getting rid of those mediums. They were about 10 laps old. Is he going to be going on to, have a little look here, the tyre? A lot of changes out just I think most of them are due to the pitting. Though Toto's got rid of them softs. They'll probably scream a bit. Hopefully the sound is all alright. It's a nightmare on my left ear on the headset. It's like, you know when you have like a dodgy Bluetooth speaker and you get a bit too far away from it, it goes you're like buffering. It's doing that. Wonder if my oldest son sneaked on his and that's why it's interfering. It could be the case. But yeah, we're 12 laps in. Towley's still leading the way. I think he's led every lap so far at the minute. I don't think Tom's managed to overtake him. He's got close, but no cigar yet. Flick down to the Mercedes. Miguel's noticing getting a lot closer to Linsky. Those hards probably haven't heated up for him quite yet. Miguel's, he went a lap sooner. Ooh, Linsky tried to keep the nose in there, but couldn't quite. Emmy's leaving us now.
Bye guys.
She's got to go to bed now. If she doesn't go to bed, she's going to lose her phone. She keeps sneaking on it when she shouldn't be. There's Tom is yeah, never so close. He always gets closer towards the end, about 2 tenths, 3 tenths. There's a yellow flag. That is... Who is that? Is that Betchers? It is Betchers. He's kissing the wall. He's down 18th. I don't know if he's lost that of his own accord on the curb. I know these curbs around there can be right... a nice word. Buggers sometimes. Godzilla's pitting now. Whitey up to 15th. Did actually have some stats of last season. 0 actually won last season's race. Towley, I think it was one of his first ones when he was back, was P2. And Find the Pass was currently 11th. He finished this race 3rd last season. So a bit of a different outlook for some of these drivers tonight. I think that was a fairly similar race last season. It was a dry overcast race, the whole race. But Towley did a pole of 1:11.8 last season, so he was quicker on last season than he was this one for quality. Let's have a look at what fastest lap is currently. Oh, that's Towley as well, 1:15.557. The reason I was interested in that last season's was drag, 1:13.919. So that's a challenge for the guys. Beat that one. TSD Apex is boxing now. He's sticking on the hard. Let's see where he's going to come out roughly. Yeah, so Apex with a hard on right in front of Codzilla. Flip to this one quickly. Game in the Bug. We've got a Dutch battle going on. Game in the Bug, Gaming Minion. I actually tell a lie. Oh no, we do. Game in the Bug, Gaming Minion. They're both behind Find the Path. I probably do say that the far too southern way. Find the pass, as some of you might call him. A lot of the front runners now boxing. So that's going to put Brewdog in the lead. I'll say it won't be his true position though, with them not having boxed yet. The same for Duma Dima. Yeah, the Towley and Dartmouth, they've all gone on the same lap. Goomba's getting a couple of positions there with Wise Dog and Peter boxing. Guess after this turn of Piers, Linsky's actually come out still in the right position. He's sitting 6th at the minute. So we start seeing some of these times start to settle down. Apex is a lot closer to Codzilla's having a right wobble on that curve there. What if you just caught a bit too much curb and made him a bit too unstable? Because we've not had any VSCs or safety cars, anything like that yet. A couple of spins, but nothing too major. But we all saw in that clip earlier, season 10, that lap 28 one, there's about 6 cars. It was all caused by the car that was doing the safety car restart. He had a bit of a speed up and then slowed down, and everyone sort of panicked, thought he was going, slammed on, they went into the back of each other. It was funny at the time, but for those racing it must have really wound them up. And then Mad Monk, he got up to first at that point. He overtook everyone, and then he spun at turn 1, he got a bit too excited. He tipped his red wine pint everywhere. Want to see him move their Apex on Codzilla. There goes, giving racing room. I think it was that LJP turn. He was tempted to have a look as well, going around the outside. Nope, he's gone off the track. He was carrying just a little bit too much speed through there. His tyres are still probably not quite warm enough. We'll have a look at the Dartmark and Tom. That's one of the closest he's been behind him this race. As Italia's managed to drop Tom for a couple of seconds. Wonder if he just had some slightly better laps on these fresh tyres. Wonder if he got them warmed up a little bit quicker maybe. He's at 2.5 seconds roughly ahead of him. Dumar's one of the only ones not to box. I think he might be the only one that's not boxed yet. So I think he's going for the one stop. Double check that. Yeah, so Betcher's had 2 stops, everyone else 1, and Dumar was 0. Because I know on Monday, with it being wet, they didn't have to pit if they didn't want to. With it being a dry race tonight, they have to pit. They have to have the second compound on. So good to see so far. Only 2 drivers with penalties. Everyone else keeping their bones at the minute. Yes, I'm not going to go and check the director to have a look what the penalty situation is. We'll let it be a surprise as it comes up. So we're past halfway now. 18 laps of 33 complete. It'll be interesting to see when Dumar is going to finally box. So he will fall down a bit, but then he's going to come out in a completely brand new fresh set of mediums, I imagine. What we also might be hoping for is maybe a safety car, or hoping something's going to happen. Down to this middle sector of these guys, looking at these times here. Minion, Gaming the Bug, Brewdog, Goomba. 5 of them in total here. Then Find the Pass is the leader of the train. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 6. I did just skip a few there. 6 cars here. I think there's a Wise Dog at the back end of the tail there. Because him and Goomba, all they need is a couple of turns and they'll be in the DRS as well. Somebody is boxing, that is Goomba. I think that's Goomba's second stop. I might have read it wrong. Apex is doing quite fast looking at this time. There's a car round. Is that Betcher's? Oh no, Betcher's just letting through the leaders. That's what it might be. Yeah, I think he's got the lead pack, so he's up past Dumar Towley. He's going to have Tom Stroud is behind him actually. He's up through Dumar and Towley. But Dumar actually boxes now. Let's see what tyre he does choose. He's gone for the yellow stripe, the mediums. So I wonder if he'll take them to the end now, 13 laps. Like I mentioned last season, he did have a fairly good race around here. So I actually noted it down. Apparently not. Yeah, I think he was in the top 5 last season around here, I believe. He's a driver that's gunning for titles in Monday and Saturday division. The yellow flag, that is just Betcher's letting people through again. We've got to go back into these middle cars again. So we'll keep an eye on Dark Mark's time. I can see he's slowly getting closer to Stroudy. And just to say that he loses he drops a tenth. Well, these are on a bit of a train with each other. So the one who's most vulnerable probably going to be Find the Pass, but he's been very clever with his battery. Notice Miguel's as well. He's getting closer to Linsky on this lap. I'll flick down to these guys. I think when we had Goomba in the chat earlier, same with him towards the back. I've just noticed he is sitting down at 16th at the minute. Because he's not a huge time off of Toto though, so we'll have to see if he can, with them fresher tyres, if he can start catching up those guys. Miguel's is going for the 2-stop. He's boxing. Minion and Game in the Bag as well. So some of these like Brewdog a little behind in that pack. They're going to have a little bit of fresh air now. The found the party's continuing as well. I say, will find the pass react to them though, or is he just going to stay out? Oh, look at the wrong thing there. As find the party has done 14 on the hard, so see if he thinks they're going to go all the way, or if he's going to react to them and go for a change of tactic. This looks like close at the minute. Dumar and Wise Dog, P7. But it looks like Towley is slowly pulling away at the minute. That 2 seconds he had going back about 6-7 laps ago is 3.5 seconds now. He's probably eking out a tenth or a couple every lap. So there we go. Dumar's gone for the move on Wise Dog. Up to P6 for Dumar. On the pass has reacted, so he's stuck the medium tyres on. I think with the handful of the guys that was battling with, I think he has done the overcut on them. Because he's come back, had a game in the buggers behind in gaming minion. The only one that might have gained was Miguel's. Dumas hunting down the next car now on them fresh mediums. But the only thing with him doing the 1-stop you want to do, you won't want to burn them out too quickly. As we saw in the real life United States Grand Prix, Lando Norris, he pushed too hard and he was like, your tyres are too hot, mate, you need to cool them down, get them go again. So I wonder if Dumas just, that may be the case, if he doesn't get past drivers, he might have to have a couple of slower laps and then go for it again. Linsky is boxing, so he's not happy that the hards that will go all the way. He stuck some mediums on. The fastest lap 1:15.134 for Game in the Bug. So the extra 2 points, I believe it is, that's going to Bjorn at the moment. Still good to see no other drivers picking up penalties at the minute. We've got about 7. I can't count, can I? It's not 7 laps. 9 laps left. So this is an interesting one for P2 as well. This Tom Stroudy and Dartmark, because he has got that penalty. So Dartmark knows he can just stick with him. He doesn't necessarily need to overtake him on the track to get second. If he can just stick with him, not making any mistakes himself, he can jump him. So Tom is the one that's going to have to probably take more risks to try and get a gap away from him. Towley, it looks like he's just enjoying himself out there, nearly 4 seconds ahead at the minute. I don't think he's very far off winning the championship. We'll have to get my calculator out after the race. When I worked it out a week or 2 ago, it still wasn't mathematically possible because of ones like Stroudy, Dartmark, Dumar, I think the other. It's going to be an interesting one. The fairly new hards against the brand new mediums. Miguel's getting a lot closer to Linsky here. So Apex, he's up to 7th now, but he is on an older set of tyres. He's on 11 lap hards. He's going for the move. He's absolutely flown past him there, up to P7. So you would expect that them difference in tyres. Got a little look back to this battle, give some of the guys further back in the grid a bit of love again. Give Minion 4 tenths behind Game in the Bug. So what they won't want to do is they don't want to be tripping up over each other. They've got Goomba, Whitey, they're not miles behind him. I think what Minion's trying to do now, not Minion, Game in the Bug's trying to do is get Minion out of his DRS. He's only a 10th away from doing so. Actually, this is getting tasty again here. Miggles finally past Apex. The only ones at risk here could be Apex. And yeah, the Mercedes has got pass. I think pass is going to go for the pass. And find the pass, finds the pass. Up to P9. He's up 9 positions now from his where he started. I say kudos to find the pass. No, so he's not felt very well. He's giving it a good go tonight. Yes, I do remember racing. We're trying to race with COVID going back 2021. That wasn't nice. And when I had picked up it must have been a stunt back from the kids. That was Monaco. That was last 2 laps. I felt like 80%. I thought, no, I'm finishing this. I'm getting my points. I had to throw that Barroto run. So I definitely empathise with pass there. Sometimes you just have to get over that line and then run. But he's still the closest one at the minute. Dark Mark again, he's still about 6 tenths behind Stroud. He makes inroads and then just can't quite get past. Maybe like slight difference of wing. I know people like different ones at Spain. Some like sticking it a bit lower so they can have that extra pace down the straight, and then don't mind losing it through the curvier sections. And then some prefer it the other way. Some prefer being able to gain in all these sections where we are now, and then don't mind losing a bit because if they're pulled away enough in the rest of it. Give a little look at Dark Mark here. As it keeps getting closer. Just not quite enough there. I'll look at the battery difference. So Tommy's on about 70% battery, and then Dark Mark has used a fair bit more. So if Dark Mark will be going on like a couple of laps to charge up, and then they go on the attack right at the end. Be interesting to see. Betcher's quickest lap 1:14.3. I know my pre-recorded message in the break, it did say last week he was on fire. He got the fastest lap on Monday, the fastest lap on Wednesday. I can't actually remember who got it on this Monday. I only noted it down in my little booklet, but I've not put it down. Yeah, definitely. It could be a case he's got 3 out of 4 if he can keep it. I wonder if he has put the softs on. Yeah, he has. Cod looks like he's going for that fastest lap. Because it is worth doing if you're not in the points, if you're not in that top 15, you can still get the points for no penalty and for fastest lap as well. So if you're like 16th, 17th, you get the fastest lap, you can sometimes come better off in 15th. Just give something a different dynamic at the end of a race. That's why it's a bit annoying. The real F1 have stopped doing it. It always used to give that little bit of drama right at the end. I remember Bottas doing it at Mexico. I'm pretty sure Max he slowed down once to stop him getting it. So he went back in again for another set of softs and tried for the point again. I've just flicked down here. I've noticed some of these other cars getting a bit closer. The gaming menu is still with Gaming the Bug. The menu will be hoping that those mediums are starting to feel a bit poopy towards the end for Gaming the Bug. He should hopefully have the tyre in the better condition towards these last few laps. Did see some blue flags being waved there. Wonder if that's depending on where Towley is. Oh, that's really strange. Towley's actually there. Must be. I wonder if it was just Betches in the middle. That's where the blue flags were getting waved. Dartmark is a lot closer to Tom now. Both on the same age tyres, 16 lap hards. 3 seconds for Cod. I think he has gone to try that fastest lap and he's pushing. Yeah, Betcher's still holding that lap at the minute. Getting a view from Dartmark's helmet there. I think Tom's he's trying to play the cunning plan. He's trying not to use his battery. Looking at this, I think Dartmark's trying to do the same. Is he close enough on this lap? But Tom's going to try and break the. Tom's not allowed to do that. He's moved twice on the straight there. You can make one defensive move and then move back, but a little bit naughty there by Tom. Because there was a double move on the. I think he realises the Dartmark's getting a lot closer. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that is sent in as a ticket. Although he looks like he's going to pass him with that penalty anyway. He might not want to rub salt into the wounds of Stroud. And you're still watching the chat. What's your opinions on there? Should he rub the salt in or leave it? I think Cowley's just about to start his final lap. Dartmark going to go for it. I thought we could use another Brundle one there if he'd gone for a move. It was never. What do you say? He's not going to never make that in a whole month of Sundays. You go for it when people go for a dive. Not in the kitchen. Says he should rub the salt in and then spit on him whilst he's down. Technically, it is an infringement, but I think it only carries like 5 seconds. And with Dumar being that far behind him, it wouldn't really do anything to Strowdy. He's put down, can let Strowdy remain in P2, can't have him leaving again. Tally or Mrs. Bromance. The thing is, Strowdy isn't going to stay P2. He's got a 3-second penalty. So if Dartmark stays where he is, he's going to fall down to P3. There we go, Towley now. Coming up to the line. And he wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Stroudy's going to take second, but he's going to lose it due to that penalty. Dartmark takes second. Stroudy third. I think for the first time in a while, I can get the whole podium in. They're all on the Xbox. As if they're all happy to talk. Not in the kitchen. It carries a 5-second penalty to spit on him. Maybe do it twice. They does take P4. They had a decent race for that one stop. Brewdog P5, White Dog P6. The two dogs next to each other. Find the pass a mega drive from the back there. He finished in 7th. Miguel's P8. Linsky on his full-time debut for Haas P9. Game in the Bug 10th. Apex 11th. Gaming Minion 12th. Goomba, he got himself into the points. He's got 13th. LJP to Team Reserves in 14th. And I'll have to get the last couple there. Passing the chat, I'll take that. Miguel's has left the session. Hopefully he got that. He didn't leave too soon because it would knock him down. Oh, we've skipped that. So there we go. Race winner Towley. Fastest lap was Betcher's. Driver of the day pass. Most overtakes pass. And cleanest driver, as the Monday song said, was Brewdog. The cleanest wheelman. So make sure we get all of these in. There was only a few drivers that lost their bonus. Yeah, so it was LJP to 14th, Whitey 15th, Codzilla 16th, Toto 17th, and Betcher's 18th. Obviously, Betcher's does get the points for the fastest lap there. So I'll get this race director in really quickly, just in case anyone does need it. Not too many on there, to be fair. And then we'll get the top 3 in. So that'll be Mr. Towley, Dartmark, and Stroudy. I bet you in the chassis. It was taken out on lap 1. It went downhill from there. Oh, well, they're there on cue. I did mention in the break, Chloe sneezes, and there's one for you. Should be loading that up for a long time tonight. I'm just waiting for these 3. If the invites aren't coming through, if you can jump in, the parties are open. I wonder if it's playing silly buggers again tonight. I see, Towley's joined. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can, mate. I think Stroudy's had to shoot off, so
okay.
I don't think he'll be joining.
Okay. You know if Dartmark will be joining?
Here he is.
Have you all included your audio?
Yes, yeah.
So I'll start off with Dartmark tonight. So you got a P3 on the track, but you've got the P2 with Tom picking up that penalty. How's that race for yourself tonight?
Well, I know what the back of a Ferrari looks like now. That's literally it. That's how my race went. I just stared at the back of a Ferrari all race. And it weren't by choice. It was just I couldn't do nothing about it. Obviously, he had the DRS from Towley for the first stint, and then after that, Towley got away, and it was just me and Tom, Tom dragging me round. I think if I had lost his DRS, he would have pulled away from me, to be fair. He had better pace than I did. I mean, you could see that in qualifying. So the only thing that kept me in that was the DRS. But apart from that, it was actually pretty boring race for me.
Do you think it was just down to like the wings? Did you have different wings, or?
I don't know, possibly. I mean, he seemed to have greater straight line speed to me, but he also seemed to get a really good drive out the last corner every lap. So I couldn't really touch him down the straight, even with the DRS. So yeah, it probably was down to wings.
Yeah, the only one I noticed, I think it was lap 31 or 32, you did get a lot closer. I did call out on stream, you did go for a naughty double move on the straight. You sort of weaved once and then weaved again. But I said,
he did.
I said there was
He
no
was
point
weaving
you
a bit, but
sort of penalise because with his penalty, I don't think he'll move from P3 even if he was penalised for it.
I had no issue with what he did down the straight because I wasn't in an attacking position, so he was just trying to break the toe.
Yeah, breaking.
I've got no issue with that. Yeah, but yeah, I did try and get a bit closer just to show that I could, but and try and put him under a bit more pressure. But there wasn't really any need to. It was just following him round. Once Towley made that pit stop and made that gap, yeah, he was comfortable. So it wasn't really a great deal to battle for. We had a nice, comfortable gap to the cars behind. So yeah, just sort of sat there and followed Tom round. I did try and catch him, but as I say, he just had such a good drive out the last corner and straight line speed, I couldn't get there, so had to settle for the second through the penalty instead.
I was going to ask, why do you think like yourself and Tom were in DRS with Towley up until that pit, and then what do you think just made you two drop from him that little bit?
I'm not sure what happened. It was literally as soon as Towley came out the pits. Because we obviously all went in at the same lap, which was quite ironic because, I mean, I was always going to pick that lap anyway, and it was just quite funny to see all three of us peel in at the same time. And I thought it was just going to be more of the same for the second stint, but Towley just had that little bit extra when he came out the pits and made a gap somehow. Probably turned his engine up a bit more or something. I don't know. Cheated.
I'm gonna tell you something that I do that I don't really mention to anyone. But as soon as I come out the pits, I put overtake on, and that is what gave me the 1 second gap to Tom straight away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I tried it, but it just kept me in Tom's DRS, and he'd already obviously dropped it to you. So yeah, that was what it was. There's nothing I could do.
I did say on the stream, I wonder if it was just a case like maybe overtake warming up your tyres, maybe that little bit quicker somehow.
Yeah, maybe. As I say, it weren't the fact that I wanted to sit behind him. I did try, but he just had much better straight line speed, and like I said in qualifying, it showed that he had better pace than me. So I think I was in the end of 4 tenths back from Tom, or both of them really. So I feel I've done quite well to stick with them. To be fair,
well, apart from that, it was definitely a decent race by Savvy. So he stayed within his penalty and got that P2.
Yeah, boring, but as I say, I'll take the result.
Yeah, and I believe you picked up the no penalty bonus as well, which are some extra points there for you.
Yeah.
So definitely congratulations on that P2 Dark Mark.
Yeah, cheers for covering the stream, Woodsy. I know you probably wanted to race, but yeah, cheers.
Yeah, I did. He was supposed to let us know. I think it was. He did say he was going to let us know. Hopefully Monday or Tuesday. But he let us know this morning. So we'll have to find someone quickly. And we tried everyone, even Diesel. But Diesel can't get Xbox until the Xbox Live thing until next week. He gets paid. So it's like if it had been sort of next week, he could have covered it. He said. But it was just sort of a circumstances. I just had to cover it in the end.
Yeah, but yeah, well done for doing it.
So definitely congratulations on taking that P2.
Cheers.
Now move on to the race winner now, Mr. Towley. So he took that win again tonight. So thinking mathematically not too far away from taking the title now. How was that for yourself?
Yeah, it was like Marcus said. I knew full well I weren't going to drop Tom and Marcus in the first stint. We'd done this in TSD, and Marcus was on my ass for the whole first stint. I wasn't sure if he was going to do a 2-stop, but when we got to lap 9, he carried on going. I knew full well it was just going to be a case of getting the pits. Was going to pit lap 14, so I had a feeling he would pit around that lap as well because he always goes one earlier.
Yeah.
But then I've noticed as I'm exiting the pits, and I've done this quite a lot recently, if I press Y and overtake at the same time, because I'm the lead car, I don't know if it just catches Strowdy off guard because I've done it to him twice now. I did it to him at Bahrain, I did it to him today. It just gives me that 1 second gap as soon as I get out of the pits.
Gives you that little boost, sort of.
Yeah, so I basically, like, the lap before I come into the pits, I was running none, so I knew full well that when I came out the pits, I could just run overtake all the way down to the first corner and just hope that gave me that 1 second gap. And I got lucky. I think I was like 1.2 ahead. Yeah. and then it was just a case of like burn my battery a little bit just to try and build the gap a tiny bit. And then it was just sort of was how it was. It was just build a little bit of a gap and then maintain that gap. I knew full well, like if the lads were in my DRS when we got out of the pits, it was just going to be us three, just in a DRS train for the whole race. But yeah, it was a good race. Good race. It's always nice to get a podium and a win. So yeah, I think I'm like 10 points off of winning it now. I think Stroudy's probably like 212 behind or something, and I need 224.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the calculator out and work it out with taking into account all the like your bonuses as well.
Yeah.
But yes, I did notice in the chat Thomas said he had to go sort out his son's birthday tomorrow. So big happy birthday to him.
He did say straight away that he had to shoot off.
And then on the kitchen's put that Woods has called you so many things tonight, called you a melt and all sorts, tried to get him to stop. He's relentless. Yeah, I didn't say anything.
You wouldn't be lying. She's called him it all night. But yeah, same as I'll touch on what Mark said as well. I appreciate you streaming, mate.
Yeah, it was quite a fun one tonight. If you do watch it back, my daughter Emmy was misbehaving, and she was sort of joining in on the stream for a handful of laps.
I'll be watching it back on my lunch break tomorrow, mate. I always do.
You will notice you mentioned like the DRS train at the beginning. It sort of split into loads of different DRS trains throughout the race if you watch it back. So there was about 5 or 6 in the middle that they got stuck into one for a good like 10 laps or so, and then a little one at the back as well.
The problem with the last 2 tracks is they are just very much DRS trains. Bahrain was the same. Like obviously Spain's the same. Singapore will be an interesting one next week. Yeah, because I was just about to put that up on the stream. Singapore reverse grid, so both you two will be starting fairly towards the back. What do you both think about that one?
Where is it? Singapore.
Singapore reverse grid.
Yeah, I don't mind Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore's all right.
We've just got to take advantage of the safety cars when they come out.
I think we did Singapore reverse grid. I think it was it last season or season before. I think that was actually quite a fun race. It did make because some of the slower ones did actually lead for say 6 or 7 laps before it started changing. So it was made it a very interesting race, that one.
Yeah, I'll just enjoy being in front of Towley for a couple of laps for once. That's all.
Well, we did it not long ago, didn't we? In the when we raced in the over 28s, and there could be some rain. And if it rains, I'm shite. So I'll openly admit that as soon as it rains, mate, I become completely dog shy at this game.
If it rains at Singapore next week, you know we're all just going to see Goomba just fly past at turn 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know
we'll be taking the win.
Yeah, Goomba's he seems to be like a wizard in the rain in this game. He'd be in the dries with myself, but then in the wet he's miles ahead.
He'd have loved Monday's racing.
Yeah. He did comment in the chat during qualifying and said Monday would have been his perfect condition.
Yeah, definitely 100%.
It'd be interesting to see if it's any rain from on the Saturday when Mad Mark does his stream, the Super Saturday.
You seem to get a lot of rain on the Saturdays. I think it's where it's the 100% format, so I imagine it might be interchangeable conditions.
Yeah. I know that
should be an interesting watch.
It always gives the guys a bit of a decision whether they go winters or whether they go for wets if it's completely chucking it down as well. That's been catching the drivers out on the Saturdays, I've noticed.
Yeah, it's just straight for the inters. Leave the wets alone. As we saw from what Gareth did on Monday, he started on inters, everyone started on wets, and even on a full wet track, inters were the way to go.
I can't remember, Dark Mark, if you were in this race, but I know Rusty did that. Not the last race, but the race before at Monza. Everyone went for wets, and him and another car went for inters, and it worked out for him.
If you remember, I pitted at the end of lap 1 or 2 for the inters and managed to undercut quite a few people by doing it.
I think his first stint was like 30 seconds ahead, wasn't he, Russ?
Yeah, I think Towley was watching it, and he called it on the chat when I did it, that it was a good call to go in as early as I did. I remember that race.
I remember that one. Towley was telling Goomba some advice for qualifying, I think, with the ERS management.
Yeah, and in the race, because he likes to run, when he gets behind people, he likes to run a hot lap out the corners rather than just that little dab of overtake, which would be more beneficial to him because it close the gap a little bit more. Because hot lap just gives you wheel spin, but overtake, as Marcus well knows from doing quali now, running medium and overtake, it's just overtake's the way to go. Medium and overtake is just.
How do you know I do that?
Because I watched your last lap, mate. Which was a good lap as well. Very good lap.
I did mention on the stream watching it how you all use like different drivers across the grid. You're using different ones. Like some of you do use hot lap, like yourself. Dark Mark do use more like the overtake and medium. It's interesting to see what works for different guys.
Yeah, well, thing is, it kind of shows what works.
Yeah.
It's just hot lap's great. Don't get me wrong, hot lap's brilliant on tracks like Austria where you've got enough, and Monaco where you've got enough ERS deployment where you can run the hot lap and overtake at the same time. But then on tracks like Spain where you've got high traction zones, your deployment runs out quick, you want to just be running medium and overtake. And it's always going to be quicker. Always.
I have noticed that, I think one of you did mention it a couple of weeks ago, and then I did it at Austin in TSD, the last one we had. And I noticed I did qualify 11, so it definitely helped me out there. But I definitely congratulations to both yourself again. I'll say on that first and second. And obviously, Tom, if he's listening, congratulations on that third, and happy birthday to his son for tomorrow. So just before I do, I'll just plug a Mad Mark stream again for Saturday, the 100% round here. And that's on mad_Mark V55. So imagine saying you're welcome quite a lot if it does end up being a wet race round Spain. So definitely a big thank you to everyone that has tuned in tonight. I hope you have a good night and enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.
Bands are flying